Good morning. Good morning. We are live. Thank you for always being here with us as I share to our platforms. When you get on here, please do same for us. Do same for us. Do same for us. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are very welcome. It is another beautiful day, another gracious morning, and we are very much thankful for life. We are very much thankful for what He's done for us. We are very much thankful to God for the grace, the favor, the love that He has shown unto us. We can only, what you call it, be gracious or be grateful to that, right? We can only be grateful for that. And I'm super excited for today. I'm super excited for what God is doing for us, right? It doesn't matter where we are. It doesn't matter how we are. It doesn't matter what we're going through. It doesn't matter. None of that matters, right? None of that matters. So we are very, very thankful for the grace and favor that God has shown unto us. So as I share um, on our other platforms, right, we will start in few. 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 But you are welcome. It is always a pleasure having you on here. It is always a pleasure. Let me put this on do not disturb. It is always a pleasure having you here, and we are very thankful for that. So you are welcome. You are welcome. You are very welcome. You are very much welcome to today's session as I share on our other platforms, right? As I share on our other platforms. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. You are greatly welcome. It is a dose of encouragement incorporated. And as I share, let's turn this volume off. Oh God. As I share this with our audience, please do well and share with us. Share for us. Share for us as I do same on our other platform. But you are very welcome to a dose of encouragement incorporated. It is always a pleasure having you and seeing you. How was the week? How was the week, right? How was the week? Were you able to achieve that goal? Were you able to achieve that goal that you set for yourself? As I share those on other platform, you are very much welcome. Let me know in the chat how your week was. Mine was good. Can't complain, right? We go through the week, we go through the days with hope that everything would work for our good, with everything working for us and not against us, right? So we are grateful for God for that bit, right? But you are very welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Akrofi, and I am the founder and host of A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. This is one aspect of our umbrella of our dedication to the community, where we support the needy, right? And where we learn from each other, right? It is very much important that as we go in day out, we learn from each other, right? So you are very, very Welcome. Thank you for showing up here. Today, our topic is being an asset, right? Being an asset, being an asset. What do we mean of being an asset? What do we mean when we talk of being an asset? So that's what we're going to talk about today, how we can be an asset, not to just ourselves, right? But to the people around us, not to ourselves alone, but to people we find ourselves around, right? That is what we are going to be talking about, right? That is what we are going to be talking about. So you are very, very welcome today as I share this right here, right? Welcome, 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 welcome. It is so good to have you here. It is so good to always, always have you here. So being an asset, right? We always have to be an asset. Let me wear my glasses to people that are around us, to the things that we find ourselves in, right? So I said that your greatest asset is not what you have, but what you give, right? That is your greatest asset. It is not about what you have. It is not about what you got going on. It is not none of that. It is what you are able to give. It is what you are able to offer. It is what you are able to dish out, right? So it speaks to the heart of true value. It's less about the resources, right? Or talent, right? In isolation, but more of what you choose to share, more of what you choose to give, more of what you choose to surrender to people that are around you, right? Whether it's kindness, whether it's knowledge, whether it's selflessness, whether it's support, that is what we are talking about here, right? Whether it's that's what we're talking about here. Encouraging somebody to focus on their unique gift, right? Other than what you have in your hands, other than what you have going on, right? Other than what you have uh, um to give to yourself, right? To offer and share them to uplift others, offer and share them to uplift people that are around you, offer and share them to uplift people that you come across, right? You got to offer that to them, right? So that is very much important. You being an asset, right? You shouldn't always be taken. We shouldn't always be receiving, right? We should do our very best to also dish out, right? As a being an asset is not just for yourself, but those around you. True value lies in service. True value lies in you giving. True values lies in you being able to share. True values lies in you being able to dish out. Ya Obapa. He says, I'm here, please. You are welcome, right? Being able to offer that. That is what we're talking about here. So being valuable to others often involves service, right? Where we go beyond the normal self-interest, where we go beyond the normal, what am I going to get out of it? Where we go beyond the normal, oh, if all things work out well, I'm also able to get something out of it, right? It goes beyond that. That is what we are talking about here, right? That is what we are talking about here. So being an asset goes beyond all these things. 1 second. And I'm coming down with allergies, so yeah. Right? So being able to go beyond all these, it's an act of service, contributing towards others' well-being, contributing towards others' growth, being true assets, help those around you to thrive, right? You shouldn't be the only person that is doing well. You shouldn't be the only person that is having all the good things. You shouldn't be the only person that is benefiting from whatever it is that is going on. Yeah, thanks for hopping on here. Please keep sharing it and keep double tapping the screen for us so that we will be able to have more people on here, right? If you do have comments, you can also put it in the chat for us, right? The more the engagement, the better. Right? So individual elevate their role and expand their impact within the community, workplace, or society. What are you being an asset to? What are you being helpful to? Who are you helping to thrive? Who are you helping to grow? Who are you helping to do well, right? It is not all about you, right? In becoming an asset, it goes beyond the physical understanding. It goes beyond what we can gain. It goes beyond how we can get ABCZ. It goes beyond that, right? It goes beyond that. So everywhere that you find yourself, you gotta be sure to become an asset. You gotta be sure to pour into people's life. How are you pouring into people's life? How are you pouring into those that are around you's life? How are you becoming an asset to them? How are you becoming an asset to them? Right? How are you becoming an asset to these people? Because it is not just about yourself, it is about you being able to impact people's life. It even opens doors for it even opens door for us for being good to others. There you go, right? So it shouldn't be, it's not about yourself. May God bless me to be a blessing to others in Jesus' name. Amen. Right? It's not about just yourself. It's about the impact that you have on people, the impact that you have with what you are doing. That is what we're talking about here. Right? That is what we are talking about here. How are you being an asset to others? How are you becoming an asset to others? Right? How are you? Because whatever value you pour into others determines how you also going to reap, determines how you also going to benefit, determine how you also are going to do well. Right? When you focus on growth, when you focus on people's increase, when you focus on the capacity to be able to contribute in a meaningful way to somebody's life, that is what we're talking about here. Are you an asset? Right? Are you an asset? I said you become an asset when you make others better through your influence, through your teachings, through your guide, through your help, through your helping him, through you pouring out. You become, or they become, an asset also through you, right? You end up becoming an asset. They end up becoming an asset because they are going to pay forward what you gave at. Nana Efe says, watching him. Thanks for hopping on here, Nana. Right? As you help others to become asset, they come through you. So you end up not just affecting yourself, you end up not just helping these people, but they also end up becoming an asset because they pay it forward. Positive asset on the foundation of God. There we go. And this has no way, shape, or form solely based on whether it's being financial asset or being just a regular asset, that you influence people, that you give out value, that you give out help, that you give out trainings to people. It goes hand in hand, right? It goes hand in hand. Guys, let's keep sharing it. I see yeah, Obapa says Nanefe says yeah, Obapa shared to her. Yeah, Obapa, thanks so much for sharing, right? Oops. Right. So I said you become an asset when you make others feel better through your influence. True influence lies in positive reinforcement and guidance. What are you giving out to your friends? What are you giving out to the people around you? What are you giving out to the people that come your way? Are you giving out positive influence? Or you are just ready to take from them? Right? Because when we use positive our positions to build up, when we use our positions to push people forward, they don't just benefit, we benefit too. Right? Then you are seen, you are not just seen as a leader, but you are also seen as an invaluable asset. Right? You are also seen as an invaluable asset. Right? That is what we're talking about here. Are you an invaluable asset? Are you an invaluable asset? These are some of the questions we have to ask ourselves. Are we an invaluable asset, or we are just taken? Are we an invaluable asset? I wrote here, I said, success isn't just about what you accomplish, it's about who you lift up and what inspires others to achieve. Right? It is not about we being great. It is not about we being the best. It is not about we what you call it, being up here for others to be here, right? But it is about what we are able to push into others, what we are able to help others achieve. We rise as we lift others up, we grow as we lift others up, we thrive as we lift others up. That is what we're talking about here, right? Right? We thrive as we lift others up. So I said, many people's success with personal achievement, however, true success often lies in empowering others to achieve their goals. Don't be self centered. Don't think that you don't have anything to offer because you don't have l'argent. Don't think that you are not valuable because you are not bringing anything to the table that is physical. You are an asset, but you might probably not know because you are not exercising it. You are not giving out your knowledge. You are not giving out your mentality. You are not giving out your value out, right? You are not giving it out. You are keeping those knowledge to yourself. You are keeping those benefit to yourself. Listen, what you have, somebody might benefit from it. Sometimes it is not our prayer that is working for us, but the help we render to others. I can close on this. You know, as I said, here we learn from each other, right? I can close on this. They go hand in hand, yes. But how are you being an asset is what we're talking about here. Multiply people's impact with your knowledge. Multiply people's impact with what you know. Multiply people's impact by helping them know what they carry, by helping them know what value they also have, the potentials they also have in them. Right? I think I hear my boss man coming down. Yeah, I hear my son coming down. Right? About the value you push out to people. Right? That is what we're talking about here. Let whatever you give out multiply. Hey, you. What's wrong? You couldn't find mommy and so you are crying. All right, sit in your chair and sleep. Sit over there, okay? That's my boss man right there. Right? It's about what you give out. Build a legacy. Building legacies is not only about the monetary aspect. Building legacy also stands in what you can impact in people, what you give out in people to people, what you pour down on people. That is what we're talking about here. Just uplift others in your own small way. There we go. Strive to be kind, or strive to be the kind of person others count on, a resource, a guide, a light in the dark. Be a voice to the voiceless. Be that beacon of hope. Sometimes all that people need is you listening to them. Sometimes all that people need is you telling them that it's gonna be okay. Sometimes all that people need is you giving them that shoulder to cry on. Be an asset. All hands are not the same. Some are longer than the others. So not everybody is cut to help in monetary aspect. But given your time, given your resources, given your energy, given your ability for people to draw from, but also you cannot give out from an empty vessel. So you have to make sure that every time you're giving out, you're replenishing it. Right? So be an asset, but keep building on you as well. Yeah, just words of encouragement can save a life. It's not only about money, right? Be that voice to the voiceless. Be that person that people can count on you, that people can come and say, hey, yes, darling. Hmm? Yes, you can use my other phone, but you have to go to the other couch, okay? There you go. Or you can sit in your chair. Be that kind of person, right? That people draw strength from, that people draw energy from, that people come and they like, I am glad I know this person, because you know what? Every time I go to him or her, right? She or he makes me feel like I have no problem because he will listen to me. Hmm? All right, then come get this one. The Mario game is on this one, so that means I have to use my phone for this. All right. Right? Bear with me, guys. I need to use my notice on my tablet, and my boss man takes it. Right? He says encouragement and time value more than liquidated asset. Should we close on this? Because we can solely close on this that she just wrote. Oh, when I go to this person, I am able to pour out and still be able to receive. Because you know what? He or she is not judgmental. He or she is not making me feel like I have no place. He or she is making me feel that I have something valuable. That is what we're talking about. Be a true value of service, right? Because when you grow, everybody around you grow. When you grow, everybody grows, right? The best because guess what? The best investment you can make in yourself is that when you grow, everybody should grow. It shouldn't be a one-way street. It shouldn't be where one that you are always drawing from people. It shouldn't be one that you are always pulling out of people, but you are not giving out. We rise as we lift others up. Because the people you see going up are the same people you see coming down. Right? We grow by lifting others up. How are you using that voice of yours? How are you building others up? How are you becoming an asset? Right? I said, when we improve ourselves, whether through education, skills, development, right, we indirectly benefit those in our sphere or in our space, right? Personal development transform us into valuable resources where people can benefit from, where people can draw from, right? So you become an asset when you make others feel better through your influence. We've said that, right? We've said that. Hey, Miss Victoria, how are you doing? Right? We have the power to be a beacon. We have the power to be an impact. We have the power to uplift others up by becoming an asset, by using what we have. By becoming, using what we have, sorry. Are you using what you have to uplift others? Are you using what you have to build others? Are you using what you have to pull for people from that space that they don't want to be there, but they don't know how to get themselves out? Are we using our asset for that? Or it's me, myself, and me? I know sometimes it is good to be self-centered, especially when you're giving yourself self-love, right? But when we come to being an asset, we got to be able to open our arms wide. What are you giving up? When you pour into others, you multiply your own value. That is what makes you an irreplaceable asset. When we pour on others, when we help others to achieve, when we help others to grow, when we help others to fulfill their ability, their God's given ability, we end up gaining more. The richest way to be an asset to others is to volunteer. Be a beacon of hope. Be a beacon of light. Be that one person or that one place that people come for rest. That doesn't mean that you should allow people to take advantage of you. That doesn't mean that if people are misusing that value you are offering, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do anything about it. They go hand in hand. You got to be able to protect what you have and still be able to share it. Right? So I said the idea of a multiplier effect, when you invest in others, right? Whether through mentoring, support, teaching, you are not just adding value, you are creating a ripple effect that spread beyond what you directly influence. That's why I said they end up paying that forward. They end up becoming an asset as well. And gradually, we end up building a place of multipliers, a place of influences, a place of people that are all about dishing out, helping others up, pulling others up, right? Because as I keep saying, we rise as we lift others up. So if you are, or if you find yourself in a circle where people only want to draw and are now willing to give out, you got to be cautious. You got to look at it with a lens to be sure that you are not just pouring into people who are not ready to dish out as well. Sometimes it is not all about give me, mommy, 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 mommy. No, no, it's not. Being able to offer your time, being able to offer your resources, being able to say that, hey, I will be here to listen. I will not judge. I am just going to listen is all they need. I am going to be there to listen. If you need to rant, I am going to be there. Sometimes that is all they require. Sometimes that is all that person need. Yes, darling. You lost. It's part of human nature, right? Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Right? So be an asset. Right? Because by lifting others up, your own value become exponential, right? Making an irreplaceable asset. Oh, me, I cannot help. Oh, me, I'm not gonna offer any support. I'm not gonna be there. Meanwhile, you want others to be there for you when you are in need. So you just want to draw out, but you don't want to refill back. That is most of us. But we have to make it a point that, hey, as we dish out, as we help others, we in turn to get more. Because guess what? Now you have dished out, so there is space for more to be filled in. This goes hand in hand with the biblical aspect too, right? Once we dish out, the space become empty so that we can refill it with more. And that goes for you having people in your life that don't bring value, that are not an asset, that are not helping. What is it, Michael? You got to take your time and play it, baby, okay? Right? See yourself as a contributor rather than a receiver. See yourself as a helper rather than a receiver. See yourself as somebody who is always striving to make people feel better, to make people's situation better, to help people move to their destination rather than you just accumulating. Right? Right? See yourself as that. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter where you find yourself. It doesn't matter what situation you see yourself going through. But always make it a point to be an asset. Always make it a point to be there for people. Always make it a point to be able to dish out. Right? Oh, but I'm giving out, I'm not receiving anything. You do not have to have that mentality of you are given to receive. Right? Because true assets are just high achievers. True asset, people that are assets, right? Don't feel comfortable seeing others go through struggle. Don't feel comfortable seeing others go through pain. Don't see comfortable seeing others struggling and not being able to help. That's why I said It's not always about the monetary aspect. It's not always about the physical things. It is not always about what I can give you physically. But what I can give that will become a seed. What I can give you that will germinate. What I can give you that you can pace or you can pass forward. If it comes in so many ways, right? If it's the monetary aspect, hooray, right? But there is nothing greater than seeing somebody that you poured into also being able to be a blessing to somebody, whether through their knowledge, whether through their time, whether through their resources. There is nothing greater. There is no better feelings than that. There is no better feeling than that. So let's be an asset. Let's strive to become the person that we can offer support any way, shape, or form. Sometimes it is the mindset behind it that matters. It's not about the value, it's not about what you are giving out, but the thought behind it, right? That is why at the Dose of Encouragement Incorporated, we believe in a heart that cares, gradually to a hands that give, and not solely about the amount we give, if we can give it, right? Being a beacon of hope means that you constantly need to be willing. You constantly want to be willing to help others up. Michael, if that game is not working or if you are losing, play something else. You have the ball game, right? You have to be willing to keep going. Come, bring it in, let me see. Right? You have to be willing to keep pushing, even when that person that you helped yesterday, right, turned around and said to your face that, oh, you didn't help me, or I didn't tell you I needed your help. You good? Sorry. Right? It says the joy of seeing someone you impacted grow is out of the world. Then I can close on that. Right? So being able to say that, yes, I helped that person. Yes, he didn't see. Yes, she didn't see any value in it. Yes, she didn't pave it forward, but I'm still going to be able to do it. I'm still going to continue what I have to do. That is what we're talking about. Because sometimes we lose, how do I put it? We lose interest. All right, click on the sometimes we lose interest. When my boss man is up like that, distraction, so on. Right? We lose interest. I helped that person. He wasn't able to help me. So I'm not going to help any other person again. Right? But we should be able to keep going. We should be able to keep riding. It is hard. Don't get me wrong. This is so hard. Right? It wasn't meant to be easy. Right? We should be able to keep pushing. Are you willing to keep pushing? Are you willing to keep helping others grow? Are you listen? As she said, there is no better feeling than being able to see that somebody you had spoken to, that you gave certain tips, right, is able to push that forward, is able to do so well, is able to manifest that thing that you gave, is able to thrive on that. There is no better feelings like that. Or, oh, that person you were able to offer, let's say 100 cities to, is able to do well or is doing well. It might not be much, right? But that little thing that you gave is giving them the strength, is giving them the ability to keep going, to keep striving. A man is not measured by how successful he or she is, right? But he or she is measured by how many times he falls and wake up or get up. Right? That is what a man is measured. That is what a man is measured by. That is what a man is measured by. So how are people gonna measure you? How are people gonna see you? How are people going to relate to you? How are people going to benefit from you? Being an asset is not for the faint-hearted. Right? Why am I saying this? Because sometimes that same people that you help or the person that you helped that yesterday will turn around and say that I didn't tell you I needed your help. Are you going to stop doing good? Are you going to stop being an asset? Are you going to stop helping others? Are you going to stop giving your time to people? Are you going to stop to say that, hey, I did that, they didn't like it, so I'm not doing that anymore? Because if you want to see yourself have more pouring into your own self, then you got to continue being an asset. As hard as it is to swallow, then you got to do that. Right? These things are not easy. But you have to look beyond the physical results. Right? Look beyond the physical results. It says, I will keep pushing. Giving up is not in my dictionary. It says giving up is not in my dictionary. All right, open it again. Okay. Right? There is nothing greater than seeing somebody you gave time to, even when you didn't have time. You gave advice to, even when you yourself, you don't know what you're going, but you were touched to tell that person that, right? Grow, thrive, to become a better person or a better version of themselves. So as we go out, as we strive through the many things that we have to deal with in life, as we strive through the many things that we have to look for, as we strive, honey, patience. As we strive through that, right? Let's think of ways that we can be an asset. Let's think of ways that we can become beacons of hope, beacons of light, to be able to push people where they are supposed to be. Your son is caused trouble this morning. He doesn't want to have patience watching his game. Right? Let's be that person that want to see everybody succeed, that want to see everybody thrive, that want to see everybody do well. Because there is reward in that, right? Sometimes you realize that, oh, I have to give this out. That is all I have. All I have to offer is my advice. All I have to offer is my time. And you like, is this enough? Hmm.
Thank you. But not going.
And you ask yourself, is this enough?
Come on, go.
Patience.
He's not going.
That is this enough? No, you're not building no queen. No, this game is for female. You are a boy, right? Then you ask yourself that, is what I am given enough? Is what I am given okay? Is what I am given going to suffice? You ask yourself that question.
Mama.
Right? So as we go out there this week, as we thrive to be beacons of hope, as we thrive to be assets, as we thrive to push others, because as we go up, the same people we see up are the same people we see coming down. So as we do that, let also remember that what we're giving out, we're not given for any results. We're not giving out to get anything back. But in a way, we're given so that we can help people get to their God's given responsibility. We are helping so that that person can thrive the way we are thriving. Being an asset. It is not always about taking. It is not always about what I can get from that person, what I can get from this person, what I can get from that fellow. It's about what we can offer those people. Whether time, resources, advice, any way, shape, or form is what we have to think about, is what we have to keep pushing. If you do have any questions, feel free and put it in the chat. Let's make this interactive if you have any questions, right? That is what we have to look at. Build a legacy that will help you become irreplaceable. That will help you become great. That will help you not miss out on the many things that you can achieve. Right? Becoming an asset. So, how are you going to become an asset? Don't look at the end goal. Right? Because when you look at the end goal, what am I going to get out of it? You're not going to help anybody. You're not going to support anybody. You are always calculating your gains rather than the impact that you are going to make on people's life, rather than the impact that you are dishing out. Right? You are always going to get more by dishing out. I want us to remember that. I have tried it, and sometimes it blows my mind. Sometimes you're like, I have to give out. This is all I have to give out. You give that out. And some way, somehow, it get replenished. And you ask yourself, how come? How did this happen? Right? Because the people we see going up are the same people we see coming down. That person you pulled from down there, It's okay if they overpass you or surpass you. That's even if that's even the right word to put there. But some of us, we are here and we're not allowing anybody come here, come near this level. You are not being an asset. As it's hard. It's the hard truth. You're not being an asset. Let's be an asset. Let's build people up. Let's build our community up. There are so many ways we can become assets. There are so many ways we can become helpful to others. Let's utilize them. Let's use it. And all we will be able to get is we being replenished from what we've lost, from the time we've lost, from the energy we've given out, from the resources we've given out. So as we go out this week, we are going to do internal analysis, right? Looking at what we can offer out, looking at what we can dish out, looking at ways and means we can become an asset to our community, to our family, to our friends, to people around us, right? We are going to find our ways and means to be an asset. And we're going to keep doing that because you can only get more when you give out. Be it your time, be it your resources, be it your energy. Sometimes all you need is you saying, I'm here. What you need me to do. You going through stuff. You have a lot going on around here. What do you need me to offer help? Sometimes that's all you need. Right? So let's do that. Let's build on that. Let's strive to be an asset. Let's strive to build an asset. Let's strive to build people up, to help them in also achieving what they are meant to achieve, to help them to also get into that God's given responsibility or God's given destination that they need to get to. Because maybe all that you need to play in that person's life is that encouragement you have to give that person. You see that? Maybe that is all you need to give that person. And that person will get to where they need to get to. Be an asset. Build an asset. Become an asset. And let me know. Let's keep this in the chat. Let's keep it going in the chat, right? What are some ways that you have been an asset? What are some ways that you have become an impact in somebody's life? Let's keep it going in the chat. This week, I think that's what we should be talking about. Ways that we have become an asset to people. Ways that we've impacted people's life. Ways that we didn't think it was possible to do, but we were able to do. Mhm.
Little raps.
Mm.
You buy me underwear,
Mhm.
pasta.
Mhm.
You buy me her in Kwame.
Right?
Mommy,
Yes.
buy me her please.
Okay.
Farms.
That is what we have to do. So let's keep it in the chat. He wants all these toys that he's mentioning. I don't even know them. Right? Let's keep them in the chat. Let's bring it. Let's put in the chat ways that you've been an impact or you've been an asset to people and how you went by it. I'm excited to learn more from our audience this week, right? But in all that we do, let's build on becoming an asset. Let's build on becoming building an asset. Becoming an asset and building an asset is two things, right? Becoming an asset as us dishing out, and building an asset as we, the people that we help, also paving that thing forward. That is what we're talking about, right? So until let's continue with the conversation in the chat, right? This week, ways and means that you have been an asset. Some people help you and then broadcast the whole world, and this make people stay back from getting help. That is very true. That is very true. That is very true. It all depends on what the person's goal was, what the person's agenda is. Why is that person helping me? Right? Why is that person helping me? Why? What is the reason behind? Because you meet people, they just want to help. And you meet others too, they want to feel good, they want to see good, they want to be looked at as the. So what is the reason behind that person helping you? Is something that you also need to look at. But that's not even the thing. What matters is that, yes, he helped you, she helped you. What are you doing with that help? Right? We are not the problem. They are. Right? They chose to broadcast it. We are not the problem. I needed help. So what? It might be harsh, but that is the reality. I needed help. You helped me. I am grateful to you. Now you're telling people about it. So help. So what? If you will help me and broadcast it later, then don't help me at all. Nana, if they helped you, so what? Because one way or the other, we all need somebody's help. That is the mentality I want you all to get. One way or the other, we all need somebody's help, right? It might not be that they need money from you. It might not be that they need monetary aspect from you, right? It might be they might need your time, something that you know well to do. That's why I said they helped me. They broadcasted it. So what? I needed help. You helped me. I am grateful. I get the aspect of it looking like, oh, you always needing help. It's not that. All hands were not cut the same. When you turn to have the mentality I have grown to have, right? Nothing will bug you anymore when people are broadcasting them helping you. You know what I found? Those people aren't confident enough. Those people need people's validation. Do you get that? They need people's validation. Oh, she's helping others. Oh, she's doing well. They need people's validation. Forgetting that we rise as we lift others up. Forgetting that at some point, somebody might have helped them before. Right? So when you turn to have the mentality, this kind of mentality, you wouldn't bother yourself about what they are saying after they helped you. Sometimes some of the statements are uncomfortable, yes, but keep your head up. Keep your head up. right? Let them help you and broadcast it. Because what he is doing or she is doing is that she is putting you up to the world. So now he's taking himself or herself out of the equation. Because he or she is now going to tell people that he helped you without telling them what exactly the problem you are facing. That, in a way, brings in more helpers, brings in more people that can support you, put you on the map for your greatness. So they end up setting them own self for failure, not you. When you tend to look at it in this manner, it won't bug you, Miss Victoria. At some point in life, we all need help. At some point in life, hey, Mama, I see you here, Miss Nora. At some point in life, we all need help. So let them broadcast it. They became an asset to you. Now you will intend being an asset to somebody because you're going to pay that forward. Right? It's all mindset over matter. It's all about how you position yourself. It's all about how you see what is happening. Oh, good many months. He or she is disgracing me because he or she helped me. That is how we see it. Everybody needs somebody at some point. There it is. Right? What they are doing is rather putting you on the map. And then they turn around being envious, right? Because now you're getting more assistance, you're getting more help, you're getting more support. You haven't found yourself in such situation before, right? Wait until you find yourself in that situation where that person is putting you on the map because they helped you. And people turn to sympathize with what you have. I'm not saying they are all good for them to put you out there like that. But some of it are ways to unveil us, right? They are ways to broadcast us to the world because maybe you are good about something. You are good about, you have a skills that somebody is looking for. And because you need help and he or she has broadcasted that, oh, I helped this person. Now that person tend to communicate with you. Hey, I'm told you need help. What do you need help with? What are you good at? Are you gonna get the way I'm going at? I'm heading towards, right? This actually excites me right now. What are you good at? Right? And then you tend to put your skills out there, and this person ends up helping you big time. This time, not just helping you with that money that fellow gave you, but lending you a job that you've been looking for, lending you a lifetime opportunity that you're looking for, lending you something great that you have been dreaming for. An asset. That person thought they were destroying you, but they ended up unveiling you. Do you all get that? There is nothing that happens to us, right? Or let me put it this way, everything that happens to us has two things on it, whether to build us up or to build us down. Everything that happens to us has two things to offer, building up or breaking down. So you choose which one you want, whatever is happening to you, to give you. The building up or the breaking down, right? The building up or the breaking down. So, Miss Victoria, let them broadcast it, right? Let them put it out there, and you keep your head up. But as I am saying, in everything, you continue to be an asset. Whatever that person has offered you, pave it forward. That is the only way you are going to have that revolving door of rebuilding whatever you are giving out. Becoming an asset or being an asset, not just to ourselves, to the people around us, to the community we find ourselves in, to the fellowship we find ourselves in, to the people around us. That is what we are talking about. So let's keep the conversation going. I'm excited of the many things that I am going to learn on here. Right? Let's keep pushing. Be an asset. Keep pushing through. Keep driving on. And you will thank yourself later, right? It doesn't matter where you start. All it matters is you starting. All it matters is you having that mindset that, hey, I am going to be an asset regardless of what. Right? So as we go through the week, this session, I've enjoyed today's session so very much. I always enjoy all the sessions, but today it's another level, right? As we go through the week, let us continue to think of ways that we can become an asset to our families, our community, the people around us, right? Build on people. I do make myself available in any way I can offer help. My time, advice, a listening ear, financial, etc. And be very honest, I have received a lot of help from people and still do get help. You could be down today and be very much okay tomorrow. Let's make an impact in the lives of the people as long as we remain alive. Should we close on that? Should we close on that? She wasn't here when we started, right? But look at it. She basically has summed up everything that we've spoken about. You all remember when I was saying sometimes it's not all about money. Sometimes it's you giving them your shoulder. Sometimes it's you giving them your time, your energy, your resource. Sometimes it's you just saying that I am here. I am here to listen. I'm not going to judge. And that's what she's put on there. Let's use what she's written and keep pushing. Let's keep that and keep pushing. Let me see let's keep that. Let's keep pushing on that, right? It might not be easy at first. It might not be an easy thing to do. It might not be something that comes naturally. Right? Just a dose of encouragement will do sometimes. Right? It might not come naturally. It might mean that you strategizing and adding up consciousness to what you've been doing all day, every day. But that is the starting point. As long as you have started, as long as you are building, as long as you say to yourself that this is what I need to do, this is what I'm going to be. Where there is a will, there is a way. Right? So let me know if there's any more question in the chat, right? So that we can address that before we step off here, right? It's been a good session today. But let me know if there is any question. If you also want to request coming on to share your 2 cents, you should let me know in the chat. I will put the link. Let me ask a matter of fact, let me do that. I'm gonna give that 2 minutes for that, right, in the chat. And if you want to be on here, you can tap on the link right here, and then I can invite you on here, right? We're gonna give 2 minutes for that. That is the link right there, right? So you can let me know if there is any questions in the chat. Any questions in the chat? Did we learn something? I learned a whole lot today, and I hope you did learn much as well too, right? Let's go out there and be an asset. Let's go out there and build on us. Let's go out there and become. Said before you fall. Let's go out there and become assets to people out there, right? So thank you all so much. If there is no question, thank you all so much for hopping on here with me today. It is always a pleasure coming your way every Saturday morning, as and when God gives us grace, right? If you don't know what this is a Dose of Encouragement Incorporated. This is one aspect of what we do, right? If you do not know what we basically do, I'm going to put the website in here. Check us out, adoei.org. Leave us a message, leave us testimonials, leave us anything that you think we can do to improve that. Leave us a message on that, right? And we will be able to incorporate that the right way so that we can build on us, right? This is one of our umbrella, learning from each other. Thank you too for hopping on here. Okay, learning from each other as we go. And then our main umbrella is helping to eradicate poverty. God bless you too, Ms. Nora. Eradicating poverty in our own small way, be it any way, kind, shape, or form, right? So you are more than welcome. If you also want to be part of this, you are more than welcome to inbox us with the message button on our website. We'll be able to communicate that. No, baby, we'll be able to communicate that with you. We'll be able to show you how you will be able to join us on
That's good.
as part of the community and as part of the ADOEI team, right? Let us be a beacon of hope. Let us be that light that people need, right? Let us go out there and think of ways that we can become assets, not just to ourselves, but to the people and to the communities and to everybody that comes our way. If you don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Akrofi. I am the founder of A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated, and I just want to use this medium to say a very big thank you to all our stakeholders, to all our partners. If you want to be a partner, you are more than welcome as well. If you know anyone who would want to be a support system to us too, you are more than welcome to let us know. Until I come your way, thank you so much for being part of A Dose of Encouragement Incorporated, where our mission is helping eradicating poverty in our own small way. That we believe in a heart that cares to a hand that give. Thank you all so much for staying tuned with me. Let's keep the conversation going. As I said, this week, this is all we're gonna be talking about for the most part. What or how have you become an asset to your community, to your friend, to your family, and ways that we can all learn from each other. Until I come your way, have a blessed Saturday, have a fruitful week ahead, and let's keep the conversation going. Please do us a favor and share this to all platforms for us, right? All platforms for us so that we can get people learning this. Thank you all so much. Bye for now.